Hello, my butterflies, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It, the Becoming. If you are a new butterfly here, I am your girl, also Butterfly Andresia, and this is this complete safe space. Here, we're gonna heal, grow, and glow together. Okay, now today's topic. Sorry, I got my little thing over here, my little notes. Today's topic is going to be about pouring out of your cup. Listen, Spirit laid it on my heart. I wasn't even going to do this live today about that, but Spirit was like, "No, you need to do that. Like, you need to do that. Do it about that." And the reason I feel like Spirit was telling me that is because, as you can see, last week I didn't post a live on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Those are my 3 days to go live with you guys. And I did not. I could not. I had no energy at all. I was completely drained. All I could do was rest. I would get up 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym, do what I got to do. Next, back home, do a little something. I'm out. I'm out like a kite. I mean, when I say I was depleted, I had no energy to talk on the phone, to text, to do my social media. Good thing about my motivational videos is that I always schedule them ahead of time. So, like on Sundays, I'll do the whole week and then I'll schedule them. So they'll just bing, 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 they'll hit. So I ain't even got to get up there and do it. But listen, when I tell you guys I was completely drained, I was drained. And let me tell you why. I've been drained because I was drained because I've been pouring out of the cup that was meant for me. You see, usually we're not tired because people don't pour back into us. We're tired because we're pouring from places that was never meant for us to pour from. We're pouring from survival and not the overflow. Let me say that one more time. We're pouring from survival and not Nathaniel Nathan's hot dogs, not the overflow. And that's what we're supposed to we're supposed to pour from. Now, we've been taught to give until you can't give no more. Until we're completely empty. Some people call it love, some people call it loyalty or strength, but it's not alignment at all. And tonight we're going to talk about why your cup was never meant to be empty and how to start living from the overflow. I'm gonna let that sink in real quick while I pull my notes back up. Okay, so let's get this topic started. Now, the cup that we have, which is our body, our mental clarity, our health, our strength, everything, that's your cup. That's for you. That is strictly for you, not for anybody else. Your cup represents peace, healing, energy. Now, mind you, you can't even function without energy. So you need that energy and emotional stability. And when you give from the cup itself, you leave yourself empty. You leave yourself drained, depleted. The cup is not the supply, baby. It's the source. So it must, at all cost, stay protected. Now, none of us was taught that, right? We was taught to, as I said before, to give till you can't give. I heard Sarah Jake Roberts say one time, I have a carrying capacity, meaning I can't give you what I don't have. And what she was speaking of is the overflow. I can't give you what's not overflowing because if I give you what's in my cup, I'm going to be depleted because you're not going to pour back in me the same way I need to be poured back into. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, when you pour out of your cup and don't give any over, I'm sorry, when you pour out of your cup and don't have any overflow, it leaves you in a state of mind of depression a little bit. You be depressed because you be feeling like, what's wrong with me? Then you start looking at everything around you. Then you start noticing things like, oh, they're not pouring back into me. They're not doing for me what I do for them. Then you next, you don't even have the energy to even think those thoughts anymore. You just like, oh my gosh, like what is wrong? What's happening? I can't go. I can't pick up the kids. I can't cook. I can't go to work. I can't. But you know what you're doing? You constantly doing picking up this phone. Hello, hey girl. Yeah. No, I'm all right. What's up? You're constantly giving something that you don't even got, baby. I'm telling you because I'm guilty of it. Like I said, just last week, I couldn't even get up here and do a live. I felt so drained. And it wasn't because of the recent the recent overpour I have done. Like my girlfriend told me the other day, she said, sometimes your body remembers what your mind chooses to forget. And my body was like, no, we got to rest. See, before I came into 2026, it's a little sidebar, a little story, not even a little story time. I did so much for myself and for other people. I poured, I poured, I poured. Hey, here, I can help. Hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I'm over here doing this project, flying to this city. Then I'm over here trying to help this person do that. Then I'm over here trying to be a wife. Then I'm trying to be a mother. And I'm trying to be a sister. And I'm trying to be a friend. And I'm trying to be so much. And I'm running, 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 running. I'm literally running off fumes. I was running so much the fumes was low. The fumes like, we ain't got nothing else to give you. What you got going on? What you doing? There's nothing here. And by the time I got to the end of the year, I was starting to feel the drain. I started to feel the depletion of my energy. Not only that, I do social media content. So I'm getting pulled and stretched every in which way, but no pouring is going back into me. I've heard of overflow, and I thought I was giving overflow until I felt depleted, until I felt like there was nothing left. So at the end of the year, I started evaluating. I started evaluating friendships. I started evaluating what I was doing that was taking all my energy and all my time. I started evaluating appreciation because even though you do things out of kindness of your heart, you feel when somebody don't appreciate you. You feel that. And that drains you even more. Maybe let me tell you something right now. Even in my marriage, I had to step back. I had to take all these steps back. I love my husband and I was all for being a stepmom, but that drained me. I poured out of my cup and didn't get poured back into. Not from him, not from his kids, not from their mothers, not from his parents, his family, nobody. It was like I was supposed to. And me going through therapy, I had to realize I was never supposed to. It wasn't my job. My therapist always says to me, Andresia, stop trying to be Jesus on the cross. He already died for our sins, my love. That's my favorite thing she says. He already died for our sins. You got that Jesus on the cross syndrome. You're pouring out of your cup again. And I had to take a step back. And the moment I took a step back, matter of fact, I didn't even take a step. I completely ran back. I ain't doing this no more. I started feeling poured into again because I was pouring into myself. I started doing things that I needed to do and what I needed to get done and how I needed to feel whole again and full again. And that's what I did to allow myself to subsequently be where I am today. Now, when it comes to your cup, overflow is completely optional. It is not mandatory. See, a lot of y'all get guilt tripped. I don't. I do not. Anything I do is literally out of kindness of my heart. It is never because a person makes me feel like I have to. Even as being a mother, if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not. And I don't care how much my children make it an attitude or whoop, 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 whoop. I can't give you what I don't have, my love. Doesn't bother me. See, because overflow happens naturally when you're aligned, you're rested, and you're whole. You're not required to give just because they're your siblings, just because you're in a marriage, just because they're your parents. You're not required to give. Not even just because somebody expects it. Right now, you a millionaire, right? And a person somebody a mutual friend comes up to you like, hey, I need $10,000 to do X, Y, and Z. You're not required to give that to them. The same way you're not required to pour out of your cup. It's not territory. You don't have to give anybody the overflow. Like, if it's costing you your peace, it's not overflow, it's depletion. And that's what we have to discern the difference of what's overflow and what's depletion. Remember, if it's costing you your peace and clarity and it's exchanged for chaos and confusion, it ain't overflow, my love. It's definitely depletion. Also, I need y'all to understand responsibility over resentment when it comes to pouring out of your cup. If you're feeling resentful for pouring, it's a signal that you're overgiving. That means it's no longer overflow. You're now dipping into you. And it's not about blaming others for not pouring back, but it's about owning when you have ignored your limits. Last year, I ignored all my limits. And I was just doing things for people, encouraging them, hell, trying to make some of their dreams come true. And at the end, when it was all said and done, I got people's asses to kiss. Yep, they asked to kiss. Didn't care. It was like I was supposed to. I didn't argue. I didn't over explain. I didn't ask questions. I just slowly backed up, turned around, ran, and didn't look back. I changed my number. I woke up at 8 a.m., 12/31, 2025. Called T-Mobile and changed my number. I didn't have any more overflow for the wrong people. I wasn't aligned with who I'm becoming now. Because if I was, I wouldn't have depleted my cup. Now, as of January the 18th, 2026, I feel so much aligned. I feel better than I had before. And it's because I have been pouring back into myself, not allowing nobody to make me feel bad for choosing me. I've been loving myself. I've been choosing myself, doing what makes Andresia happy, changing. Now, this change of me didn't just come overnight. It's something that's been coming a long time. But as I said this before, when you're in trouble, you can always call God to get you out. But you can't call anybody when you're in trouble by God. And I said I didn't want to continue to run from my calling or my purpose, because I didn't want to end up like Jonah in the whale. Now that's a not physically speaking, but I didn't want to end up on punishment by big sandals, aka the biggest. So I decided to change, to grow, to glow for my becoming and my purpose. And in order to do that, I have to have a full cup. I cannot continue to pour from what I don't have. And I realized that overflow is a choice and boundaries are how you protect it. Don't allow nobody to make you feel like because you have boundaries up that you're in the wrong. I love my mother dearly. I do. But she said something to me the other day, and I just had to just smile. She said, "You hold grudges, I don't." And I said to myself, because I didn't respond, I said, if you consider me holding boundaries, me having boundaries of what I will and will not tolerate a grudge, so be it. Y'all got to stop arguing with people who don't understand you. If somebody's upset because you don't even want to give them the overflow, so be it. If somebody's upset because you don't want to pour out of your cup again because you know how that feeling of depletion feels and you don't want to go back there, so be it. It is what it is. Baby, I'm saying right now, I'm not going to lose myself again. I'm not going to deplete my energy again for nobody. Last year, it's completely draining. And it was so draining that it overflowed into this year. Even though I did everything right, I cut people off, I took time for myself, it finally caught up because I closed those doors. And when you close the doors, energy is real. And people are pulling on your energy like, dang. And not pulling like as in they're either contacting you, even through the spirit, they can pull your energy from thoughts. Your energy is just transferred. It can't be destroyed. So if somebody is just even thinking about you and wondering, they car, oh my gosh, just you can feel it. Me, well, I don't know about y'all, but me, I'm on a different spiritual level. It's like a video game, right? You move to the next level. So I'm a different level. So I can feel things way different and way more than the average person. My intuitive and empathic abilities is real. And it's been brewing for a long time. And when you're exiting the matrix and you're awakening, you see things different. You feel things different. And I had to hit my girlfriend. We made her talk, my spiritual girlfriend, and we are just talking. And she was just like, yeah, girl, like those doors are closed, but people is still knocking. They, hey. And even you not consciously thinking about it, but subconsciously, it's still playing in the background. So you got to learn to just do things that's for you. And that's what I'm doing. Now, before we go any further, I want y'all to hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and send this to another butterfly that needs to hear it. Okay? Don't believe in your girl just hanging out there. I know y'all be doing it. I'm looking at the comments like, hey, y'all be up here watching, but y'all be saying nothing. Say something. Comment back. I don't care if you just say hola, 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 or la cucaracha, la cucaracha. I don't care what you say. Leave something. This is not. One thing about it is this is not for me. This is for us. As I'm doing my motivational speeches, which is not me pouring out of my cup because it's in alignment with who I'm becoming. A lot of people hit me up like, yo, I thank you for that. I thank you for that. And my joke is, baby, I'm doing this really for me. I'm just recording myself, talking to myself. And it's a joke, but it's really, I'm doing it for y'all, but I'm also really doing it for me because the things that I'm saying it to myself as a reminder. Because again, I never want to lose myself. So I had to remind myself of all these different things that I'm talking about and I'm going through so I won't lose myself. Now, I want you guys to hear this before you leave. You are not selfish for protecting your energy. You're not selfish at all. You are not wrong for choosing to rest. Baby, I'm saying right now, my phone stay on silent now. Because your emergency is not my emergency. Your I need to talk right now is not my I need to talk right now. I stay on social media most of the time. I check my messages when I get ready. I respond when I want to get ready. I pick up the phone when I want to get ready. I am not keeping the same urgent energy that I had in 2025 and 2026. I don't have to. This is my world. This is my life. And what's in my cup is for me. I watch the phone ring now. I watch it ring. I talk to you when I feel like I have a little more overflow. I talk to you when I feel like I have a little bit more capacity in my carrying bag. But I'm no longer jumping because you may feel like I need to jump. And you are not required to empty yourself to prove. these are busy lines got me to talk all crazy. I'm gonna say that again. You are not required to empty yourself to prove your worth. No, you are worthy without anybody else's approval. Because what they say, if God is for me, who could be against me? I don't say that because I don't care about the who. I say if God is for me, I don't give a beep who is against me. Because he's the only approval I need. And he's going to align me with everybody that I need to be aligned with. So from this moment forward, your cup needs to stay full. Ah, ah, ah. I don't want to hear no if, no ands, or no buts. From this moment forward, your cup needs to stay full. What you give will come from overflow, peaceful, intentional, in alignment. Anything that demands depletion no longer has access to you. I need you to say that. I need you to drop in the comments and say overflow, because that's all we giving from moving forward is the overflow. And remember, even that's not required. Until my I can't get it out right. Until next time, my loves, keep becoming, keep pouring into yourself, and only allow the overflow to flow to others. Good night, you guys. I love you, butterflies.